Race day, the day IndyCar fans have been waiting for a very long time. Many have waited more than 1,000 days to get back to normal at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
And already fans are lined up outside of the track, waiting until those gates open in about an hour at 6 o'clock to get inside and really watch history unfold. We're here to get you set if you're going to the race or if you plan to stay home and listen to it on the radio. So we do want to know, a lot of people, of course, Lindsay, you've been getting this question for weeks now. We want to know what the forecast is going to be.
Yeah, and we are luckily looking at a dry weather day. Live Doppler 13 radar quiet now, and that is how it is going to stay. We'll talk about a hot and sunny race day forecast coming up.
It is 5 o'clock on this Sunday morning, and we begin with a live look at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where in just under 1 hour, the gates will open for the 106th running of the Indianapolis 500.
And this year, IMS will be back at full capacity for the first time since 2019. You know, we have a really big morning of pre-race coverage to bring you the drivers, the fans, the traditions, but we got to start with the weather, Lindsay. You know, everybody is all eyes on the sky, really.
Yeah, and we're watching not only the weather, but also traffic. It's already starting to pick up. Angela Buckman just tweeting the fact that there's already almost a mile-long stretch trying to get into the track right now on 16th Street. And this is on 65 South if you're headed in that direction. We are looking at already a crash. This is I-65 southbound at 38th Street. Light traffic there in this situation, which is a good thing, but this is going to be one of those mornings we're going to all have to pack our patience, and this is going to be a popular camera as the day plays on. 465 there at Crawfordsville Road. Already starting to see traffic increasing there, folks heading to the Speedway. Now, the radar is clear, but I do want to take a step out and look at this bigger picture. And we are watching a storm system that's well off to our west.
But this year, again, we're back to full capacity, and that also means that we can have all of our crews inside and outside of the track to bring you live race coverage all morning. Team coverage. We want to start with Scott and Julia with a look at how far we've come to get to this point. Good morning to you guys.
Hey, good morning, you guys. Yeah, so first off, great weather conditions. We're very excited about that. I'll probably lose this jacket here in maybe about an hour, but we are in a great location, probably one of the best locations if you want to watch the finish of this race and the start of this race. We're kind of right above pit row, right by the number pylon.
Yeah, the scoring pylon is just off to our right. It is very quiet, but it's beginning to stir. And Gasoline Alley, we begin to see some of the teams beginning to arrive and beginning to get their preparations underway. And the excitement, Julia, with having 325,000 people back inside IMS is going to be a wonderful experience.
And we're talking about full capacity crowds like we have never seen in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, we so want to see these pictures again because, you know, 2019 was the last time that we actually had full crowds. You remember that? That was the final 500 that we had under the ownership of the Holman George family. You know, and then remember Roger Penske bought IMS, the IndyCar Series and IMS production. Simon Pagenaud won that race in 2019. And of course, all of that was before COVID, Julia.
Yeah, so also if you want to talk about the following year, so in 2020, the pandemic actually postponed that race altogether. That was the first time that the Indy 500 was not held on or around Memorial Day. So it was held on August 4th. That was when it was announced that there would be no spectators. But, you know, we were still at that point, like, is there even going to be a race? So August still was, at least we were glad we could get that on. It was on August 23rd. And because there were no fans allowed, you watched it live right here on Channel 13. That's the year Takuma Sato won his second Indy 500.
It is sad, though, to look at the video here and to see these grandstands empty back in 2020 because of the pandemic. All of us watching on TV, of course, but not being able to be inside the greatest racetrack in the world. So then, of course, fast forward to 2021. That was when we were able to at least get some fans in, limited capacity. So last year it was 135,000 fans, and there were portions of the track that looked like it was full, and the drivers would say in some portions that it looked full, but we know that it wasn't. We know that it was just 40% of capacity, and Roger Penske, Julia, was pleased about last year's race.
And to to our understanding and obviously the success we had, we opened up America with practically 134,000 seats sold, plus teams, and we really had a great race. And to me, you know, that was important. But the big thing is the thanks that I give to all the people, unsung heroes that you don't see, are not just the drivers and the teams and the sponsors, but all the people that work so hard here to keep this place going.
And Roger Penske has pumped in millions of dollars into the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, bringing this terrific track back up to the standards that he wants. And it's going to be so great to see 325,000 people come back in, see all the video boards and the other enhancements that they're doing. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we are looking forward to bringing you the coverage the next 7 hours here from inside the track. And Michael and Matthew and Gina also there. You got a nice, unique perspective of everything on this race day.
Hi, good morning, Julia and Scott. We are at Primo spot this morning.
That's right. My first time being at the Indy 500, covering